Women's competition has just wrapped up for day one here in Dubai, and I'm joined now by Sam Briggs. We just finished the third scored and second scored events for the weekend. Sam, how did that event feel?
Yeah, no, it was good. I don't know how I fared on the bike. It's one of those mysteries until you look on the leaderboard. But the plan always was to go for the overall win and try and hold a doable bike pace. So it was definitely doable for the first 2 rounds. I had to push pretty hard to get that pace again on the third round, but yeah, I took the overall, so good finish for the day.
And what sort of pace were you kind of trying to hold, at least on the bike? You guys found out the workout, not too long before this whole thing, so to strategize a little bit, on the fly is pretty tough.
Yeah, the plan was 145 on the bike, and I held 144 throughout. I jumped on the bike and I felt awesome. I looked down, I was holding 130 something. I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. I was like, might feel good for this round, it's not gonna feel good on round 3. So backed it off, and the same was pretty much on the second round, felt really good. So on both of those, I kind of sprinted the first 45 seconds and then cruised it in and dropped to the 144 pace. And then the third round was just hold on and get it down to that pace.
and we could kind of see it, it got pretty gritty there towards the end with all of the athletes, and it's not something we're used to seeing. You guys are usually so calm, cool, and collected, at least in competition, How often do you really hit that point where you're basically at wit's end for on something like the bike?
I think it's a deceptive one because you're a little bit unsure how it's going to feel with the run. I mean, all of us will probably do intervals, like you do intervals on the rower, the ski and the bike, so you can kind of judge what you can hit comfortably for a 1K. But then you're not taking into the factor that we're not actually resting in between. We've got the run, and you get onto the bike for the third time and you're tired. But if you don't hit your pace, those first 2 that you've done are wasted scores. So you really have to kind of battle it to make sure that the beginning part of the workout wasn't a waste.
Oh man, it sounded just as tough as it looked. But this morning too, we also had a swim and sandbag couplet. Kind of a tough time cap. The swim was a little bit longer than anticipated. How did that workout pan out for you?
Oh, I loved it. I obviously wish that the time cap had been a little bit longer, but just to get a little bit more separation with the girls, because every point counts. And the only event we've got tomorrow is a clean and jerk, so I wanted to capitalise today on as much as I could. But I've been working a lot on my swim, and man, I wish there'd have been another round because I was catching Sarah. I was like, I'm coming for you, I'm coming.
Oh, I love it.
But no, I loved it. For me to take third on that event is a good point for me. I've been working hard on my swim, and obviously I wasn't quite as fast as some of the girls on the sandbag, so really tried to make up the time on the swim. So I was happy with how it panned out.
And so one event tomorrow, just the max clean and jerk. When we caught up in Dublin a little bit, you said that the jerk for the foot is still one of the kind of problem areas. How's the foot feeling now? What can we expect?
Yeah, I still can't split jerk, so I'm just going to go out and put up a number whatever I can. So it's time to try and PB my push jerk. But I mean, the push jerk's not something that I'd normally work on because I've always been able to lift heavier with a split jerk. So this past few weeks it's forced me to work on push jerking. So whatever I get tomorrow, I'll be just happy that I can actually be out there and I can actually put up a number.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see
without getting bit.
We're all getting chewed up a little bit. We'll hopefully get to see a PB on the push jerk.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers.